The BxR Battler is a 450 RPM solar pulse rifle made available in Season 15's Bungie 30th Anniversary Pack. The pulse's damage is modeled after old 450 lightweight pulse rifles, however does not receive the benefits of being a lightweight weapon. Instead, its intrinsic trait is basically hipfire grip turned up to 11. If you ever want to become John Halo in Destiny, this is it for you. Today I'll go over my recommended rolls, talk about what I think of the weapon, and why you should be looking for one that suits you as soon as possible. Additionally, as this video goes live, I'll be live on Twitch at twitch.tv/oog_, so hope to see you there. In general, what you'll want to be shooting for on this weapon is a good mix of range and stability alongside 100 recoil direction. First up, let's talk about barrels because there's really only one option you should consider. Arrowhead Break. This brings recoil to 100, which makes it perfectly vertical and consistent, as well as pumping the handling up to a solid 83. An exception can be made specifically for chambered and extended barrel. When paired with elemental capacitor and a stasis subclass, it'll essentially do the same thing as Arrowhead Break, with added strafe speed while ADS. If you cannot manage to get a roll you like with Arrowhead, a counterbalance mod will suffice. As for mag perks, there are two options here that you want to be looking for, Ricochet or Accurized. The range hit from steady rounds is counterproductive with Ricochet being an option, and maintaining stability is important for nailing those hipfire shots from further distances. All of that, mixed with range or stability masterwork, will give you a really solid base to work with alongside your two choice trait perks, and make the weapon something truly unique but still performing at its best version of itself. For the trait perks, in column 1 there are 3 options: Killing Wind, Perpetual Motion, and Demolitionist. Perpetual Motion will give you a solid bump to your stability and handling while you try to maintain that Halo level strafe. Demolitionist will help you cope a bit with that nade regeneration nerf, and Killing Wind turns this weapon into an actual battle rifle. An argument could be made for Snapshot here, but a combination of its amazing handling and the fact that you should be using at least one pulse rifle targeting mod means that this ultimately comes down to preference. My personal favorite is Killing Wind for a 30% strafe speed and 20 range bonus after a kill. This perk is perfect for 6s, makes you really feel like you're in Halo, but isn't quite the choice for a 3v3 environment, which is fine considering how the fact that this probably isn't the weapon you want to be using in 3v3 anyways. In column 2, this is where it truly comes down to preference. All 6 of these options are incredible and work insanely well for their intended purpose on this weapon. My personal picks are Kill Clip for 2 bursts, BxR for melee builds and that true Halo feel, and Eye of the Storm for the clutch accuracy bonuses at the tail end of a hipfire gunfight. The rest are great and you can make them work, but I speak for those 3 personally as I've had them put in massive work for me before. Now, on paper all of this sounds fantastic, but is this gun really worth getting into? Aren't dad rifles boring? Why not just use a hand cannon? Well, for one, nostalgia. Who in their right mind doesn't enjoy using a gun from their old favorite game in their new favorite game? And 2, versatility. This weapon is truly the most versatile weapon we have ever seen in Destiny 2, and it damn well feels amazing to use. If you don't like pulse rifles, I recommend you pick it up. It's not a hipfire weapon, it's not a dad rifle, this weapon truly is a BR. It is the perfect Halo weapon, while also being the most uniquely Destiny weapon at the same time. This gun will do what you want, when you want it, scope is wide open, and on most rolls, typically pushes you to about 40 meters, while the hipfire synchronizes perfectly for those up-close duels to outstrafe your opponent. With 100 mobility, nobody can even touch you. Now, for a final synopsis. Will this weapon terrorize the 6's playlist for a while? Yes. Will it continue to do so after the initial hype dies down? Yes. Will it stay in my inventory for a while? Yes. Will this weapon ruin the 3v3 playlist? No. It is not a hand cannon. You must be crazy. Yeah, that about does it for this video. I truly believe this weapon speaks for itself, so I encourage you to go out and get one. Also, just a reminder, I am live streaming on Twitch right now as of the day of this video going live. I'll be using this weapon in the background gameplay and Iron Banner, so if you have any additional questions or concerns, you can come check me out, or you can leave a comment below and I'll do my best to reply. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!